So this past Saturday was the start of NFL wildcard weekend, and the Rams saw themselves in Carolina to play the Panthers for their wildcard game. And what a game it was, where the Rams took an early start, 14-0, and they gave the Rams every run for their money that there was possible, and they had the home crowd advantage in this game. They had the home field, they had the crowd behind them, and Panthers really brought it to the Rams, not giving up when they were down 14-0. And I really give credit to young quarterback Bryce Young, who threw 21 of 40 passing for 264 yards, one passing touchdown, threw one interception, and he also rushed for 24 yards and also one rushing touchdown as well. I mean, Young's mobility, it really delivered for Carolina, delivering them a spark. Especially that 16-yard rushing touchdown was one of the pivotal scores that kept the Panthers in it. But you also have to give it to Chuba Hubbard, who rushed for 46 yards, including 13 receiving yards, rushing for 2 touchdowns as well. And then also on the Panthers, Jalen Coker, 9 receptions, 134 yards, 1 touchdown. And their receiving core, also McMillan, not even going to attempt to say his first name because I might butcher it, but also 5 catches, 81 yards. He's a rookie, and so a young core for the Carolina Panthers. And I know my co-host for Wrestling with Ryan, he's going to be excited by me saying this, but I got to give it to the Panthers. They have a young, exciting core, and their future is very, very bright. But for the Rams, you have MVP candidate Matthew Stafford going 24 of 42 attempts passing, 340 total passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns through 1 vital interception, but came through in the clutch, going 6 of 7 for 71 yards and a game-winning drive for a touchdown. And look, the Rams were up big in this game, and it looked like I said before, it looked like the Rams were going to completely dominate throughout this game. But again, the Panthers, every time the Rams scored, the Panthers answered back, and they kept answering back, and it was almost seemingly lost for the Rams, as Carolina had a crucial block punt late in the fourth quarter. Then a 7-yard touchdown to Jalen Coker gave Carolina a lead with just minutes left in regulation. But I have to shout out Puka Nacua from the Rams. What a game Puka Nacua had. 10 receptions, 111 receiving yards, and 1 receiving touchdown, and also had a rushing touchdown, making him the only Ram with both a receiving and rushing score in this playoff game. And Devontae Adams too, he didn't have the best of games coming off his hamstring injury, but his presence out there just alone made the Rams able to capitalize on Puka Nacua in ways that they weren't able to the last few weeks, and it was definitely noticeable. And then also late in that fourth quarter with minutes remaining, but gotta shout out Colby Parkinson, tight end for the Rams. On that late game-winning drive, Matthew Stafford was able to seal the deal, finding Colby Parkinson in the corner of the end zone, and probably the greatest catch of his entire career, of his short 5-year career. It was incredible. The Rams sealed the deal to get the victory to defeat the Carolina Panthers in the wildcard game, and now the Rams find themselves in the NFL divisional round, now set up to play the Chicago Bears in Chicago this Sunday. The Rams are coming in as the number 5 seed, and the Bears are coming in as the number 2 seed, and the Bears are coming in with some hot momentum in a comeback victory in their wild card game against the Green Bay Packers, where they were down big time. I believe they're down almost 20 points in that game going into the third quarter and into the fourth as well. But the Chicago Bears, man, they bullied their way into getting that victory last Saturday against the Packers in very, very impressive fashion. And their quarterback, Caleb Williams, threw for 361 yards during that game, threw for 2 touchdowns, but also threw 2 interceptions as well. But they have a very impressive offense. Their receiving core, Colston Loveland, he had quite the game himself, going for 137 yards. DJ Moore, 64 yards, also 1 touchdown as well. And their rushing core as well. DeAndre Swift had 1 touchdown, and it was quite the impressive fashion for the Bears offense. But they're a tough unit that the Rams are going to have to handle, because their defensive unit, I'm talking about the Rams, they are going to have their hands full, as the Rams have on the defensive end have not been very, very good as of late. They've been allowing 30 plus points per game, and if the Rams want to assure themselves going in, for a victory into this game and possibly going to the NFC Championship game, they have to keep the Bears offense mitigated, because they cannot allow what happened in the wild card game to continue to happen in this game coming up, especially because weather is going to be a factor. We all know January in Chicago, it's going to be freezing, it's going to be snowing, it's going to be whatever the weather out there is going to be. It's not going to be in the Rams' favor. And so, on defense, the Rams are going to have to do their part in order to ensure a victory, because who knows what the temperatures are going to be like there, and we can't control what the spin on the ball. We can't control whether the receivers are going to be comfortable catching balls in that weather, and so we don't know what the weather is going to affect Matthew Stafford like. And so defense, they have to do their part in order to keep the Bears mitigated and to keep this game in control if the Rams want to see themselves again in the NFC Championship game. Some injury